Have you ever come back from a family vacation, looked at your bank account, and thought, how did we spend so much? If you want to enjoy your summer without that sinking feeling, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how my family made our recent Miami vacation work on a tight budget, and how you can use these strategies to do the same. Let's start with the planning. Now, the reason we went to Miami was for my son's homeschool graduation at Zoo Miami. We started planning about 6 months in advance, which gave us plenty of time to research and set a realistic budget. But of course, things don't always go as planned. The original graduation event filled up quickly, so we had to find an alternative. That was a valuable lesson right away, that flexibility is absolutely key when you're planning a trip on a budget. So tip number one, start early and build flexibility into your plans. Start planning your vacation at least 3 to 6 months ahead. Use a spreadsheet or a vacation planning app to track every detail: accommodations, transportation, activities, and meals. Build flexibility into your plans by having backup options for key events or activities. And if something gets canceled or fills up, you'll be ready with an alternative, and you won't be forced to overspend at the last minute. Now, my wife is the master planner in our house. She has her own templates and spreadsheets for organizing vacations, and she spends a lot of time researching activities and comparing costs. We set a budget of about $680 for the whole trip because right now we're working our way out of debt after a few unexpected household expenses. We wanted to be careful with every dollar. But even with all that planning, we still missed something: the cost of the dog kennel. That one expense actually doubled our budget. So lesson number one, always expect the unexpected. Tip number two, list every possible expense, even the hidden ones. When you're planning a trip, make a comprehensive list of all potential expenses. Don't just think about the obvious things like hotels and gas. Include pet care, parking, tolls, snacks, even tips. Review your last vacation spending and look up sample budgets online for your destination. I recommend building a miscellaneous or buffer category of at least 10% your total budget for those things that you didn't see coming. And tip number three, build a sinking fund for your vacation. Set up a separate savings account or a cash envelope for your trip. Automate transfers each payday so you're not tempted to dip into that money for other expenses. When it's time to book, you'll have the cash ready and you won't need to rely on credit cards. Now, let's talk about where we stayed. We were fortunate to have access to a Marriott timeshare through my in-laws, which really helped us keep our costs down. For your own trip, it's worth exploring all your options. Sometimes family or friends might have access to timeshares, reward points, or special rates that they aren't using. And simply knowing what's available can open up affordable opportunities. You might also find great deals through loyalty programs, travel apps, or by comparing different types of accommodations. The key is to be proactive in your search and consider all the resources at your disposal so you can maximize comfort without overspending. Tip number four, get creative with your accommodations. Don't just default to hotels. Compare Airbnb, vacation rentals by owner, and even local vacation rentals. Check if your workplace, professional associations, or memberships like AAA offer travel discounts. Use hotel comparison sites and set alerts for price drops. And if you're traveling with family or friends, consider sharing a larger rental to split costs. Always check on what amenities are included. Free breakfast, parking, or a pool can save you money on food and entertainment. When it came to activities, we wanted to keep things simple and affordable. The main reason for our trip was my son's graduation at the zoo, and he absolutely loves animals. He actually wants to be a zookeeper one day. So we focused on free, low-cost activities and only ended up spending about $20 total for parking. We did plan for a few special meals out, 3 dinners to be exact, but those were intentional splurges that we built into our budget. And one of the biggest surprises of the trip was finding a small local farm with way more animals than we expected. It was totally free, and it was right up our alley as a family interested in environmentalism and animals. Every activity we did was new to us, which made the whole trip feel really special. Now, tip number 5, prioritize free and low cost activities. Before you travel, research free events, local parks, museums with free admission days, and community festivals. Many cities have free walking tours or outdoor concerts in the summer. Use travel forums, local tourism websites, and Facebook groups to uncover hidden gems. Then make a list of these options and have them ready as backup plans if the weather changes or you need to fill some downtime. Tip number 6, plan your splurges and make them count. It's okay to spend on a few special experiences or meals, but plan for them in advance. Decide as a family what 1 or 2 things are worth a splurge and build those into your budget. This way you can enjoy them guilt-free and avoid spontaneous overspending. We tracked our spending using the You Need a Budget app, but we didn't stress over every penny. We had a set amount for each activity, and as long as we stayed under that, we didn't worry. We always try to build a little extra cushion for surprises, and that really paid off when we had to pay for the dog kennel. We ended up hitting our revised budget almost exactly, thanks to careful planning and a little flexibility. Tip number 7, use a budgeting app or envelope system during your trip. Apps like YNAB or even simple notes on your phone can help you track expenses in real time. Now, if you prefer cash, use the envelope method. Set aside cash for every category, and when it's gone, it's gone. This keeps you aware of your spending and helps you avoid going over budget. Tip number 8, focus your spending on experiences, not souvenirs. The memories you make together are way more valuable than any trinket that you could buy. But if you do want a keepsake, set a small souvenir budget or collect free mementos like shells, postcards, or photos. Of course, not everything went exactly as planned. Miami traffic was a nightmare, so we ended up avoiding the downtown area and finding new activities to do instead. We almost spent an unplanned $100 on mini golf, but a quick search showed that our resort actually had a free mini golf course. That one decision saved us a bundle, and honestly, we had just as much fun as we would have at the expensive place. So tip number 9, always have a backup plan and be ready to pivot. Before you leave, brainstorm alternatives for each day, indoor and outdoor options, free and paid. Now, if something is too expensive or the weather doesn't cooperate, you'll have a list of backup ideas ready. Sometimes the best memories come from these last-minute changes. We made sure to keep our kids in the loop about the plans and our budget. When it came time to decide between the expensive mini golf and the free one at the resort, we talked about it as a family. That brings us to tip number 10. Involve your family in the planning and budgeting. Share the plan and budget with your family before the trip. Let everyone pick one must-do activity and explain the reasons behind your choices. Use these moments to teach kids about money, priorities, and trade-offs. When everyone feels included, it's much easier to stick to the plan and avoid disappointment. So what's the biggest lesson that I learned from this trip? You really don't need to spend a lot of money to have a great time. Careful planning, flexibility, and good communication make all the difference. Now, honestly, next time, I hope we don't have to make so many last-minute changes, but this trip really reinforced that the memories you make together are way more important than the money you spend. Now, once you return home, you have tip number 11. Review and reflect after your trip. When you get home, sit down and review your spending. What worked, what didn't, and what would you do differently next time? This reflection is key to improving your planning and budgeting for future vacations. Summer memories don't have to come with a big price tag. With a little planning, flexibility, and teamwork, you can have a fantastic vacation and keep your finances on track. Now, if you found this helpful, Check out this video and let me know your favorite vacation savings tip in the comments. Enjoy your summer stress-free.